I'm living my best life. Hey, ain't no back and forth with you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. When is the launch, girl? It's me, Rudy, and we're going to do my first official. I don't think it's my first official because I think I've done a Chit Chot chat on this channel before. So my second official Chit Chot chat with RXO. It's gonna be I'm doing a quick bish bosh. I'd just like to say thank you for showing me love on my previous video, and yes, let me just get straight into it because I don't want this video to be long, because I know I go on for a while. So my first question is, what advice do I have of being successful in training and finishing to the highest level? Okay, so you know what, simply I would say is, work hard, take down lots of notes, ask a lot of questions, and revise and practice. That's all I would say, because you know what, the thing is about cabin crew, the most important thing is remembering things. You need to remember a lot of things in terms of, in case of an emergency, the service, what you do, just disembarkation, boarding, etc. So I would say revise and ask a lot of questions, because when you do start flying, you don't have that much time. Depending, it could be maybe if you're doing long haul, you might have time, but you don't have time to ask lots and lots of questions because it could be a busy flight. People don't have time. You just need to get on with it. So I would say, listen, take down lots of notes, and ask a lot of questions. So next question is, can I choose my start date? I got this. I remember this question. No, I don't think you can. It was such a long time ago, but when you get told that you've been successful and they want you to start with the next training, stuff, it is like months down the line. Like I remember, I think I was told I was successful in. Wait, hold on. I think I went either in July or August, but I started in November. So it took about 3 months minimum. And I know with the short haul, sometimes it takes 3 months, but long haul, it can take about 3 to 6 months. It depends. It can take a long time. But yeah, if at that time is the start date, it's not going to be a start date next week, but if when it comes closer to the start date, because the reference check is long, and I will do a video about what's next after, they tell you you're successful and they want you to, to start flying with them. That's going to be another video, but it's so long, the referencing process, that they would probably tell you, like, maybe a month or two down the line that, we probably would want you to start in, December or January. So if it gets to that point where the references, they're getting all your references done, and that date you're thinking you're not ready, then maybe you can tell them. But it won't be like next week you'll get a delay by a week or two. You'll probably get a delay by months. But I think in certain circumstances you could tweak your start date, but it all depends on availability, you see, and who gets their referencing done first and as quick as possible. Oh, I get this question all the time. So it says, what is the pay like? Okay, on the website, it's 13,887. I know everyone's thinking, what? That's like a part-time salary. However, that is just like your guaranteed pay, and every time you fly, the amount of hours, minutes you're on board, you're flying, you get paid like a couple pounds per hour or whatever. But it does say on average you'll be making between 21k to 27k. This is London. This is London City, London based. We do get London rating. I know in Heathrow and Gatwick you don't. So you might actually make maybe the same amount of money, but you're flying longer flights. Even though, trust me, we do night stops like every single day, pretty much. For the longer journeys that you do, like the holiday routes and stuff, you probably could get around the same amount of money with people that do short haul. But it varies between 21k to 27k. After tax, on a like, let's say you're not flying as much, I would say the lowest you could get is 1,300. Yeah. And the highest, I would say 1,800 after tax ish. Up, so keep that in mind. The next question is, do BA City Flyer have a base in Stansted? No, there's no base in Stansted. They do fly, I think, summer routes and sometimes weekends through Stansted, and do charter flights and stuff from there and other places. Oh, no, actually, maybe that's in Edinburgh, Dublin. But yeah, they do some flights out of Stansted, overnight flights and stuff. But there's no base in Stansted, I'm afraid. What is based in Stansted? I think it's Ryanair. I don't know. I think EasyJet maybe, but I know EasyJet is in Gatwick, so maybe just Ryanair, I think, and Jet2, I think. Yeah. Okay. So next question is, what is my favourite class to work in? Okay. Some people be like, what? I only did short haul, guys. My flights were quick. Amsterdam's were like 40 minutes. So literally, I'm flying, bang, 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 bosh, we're down, we're gonna land. So just keep this in mind. But my favourite, I don't know if I would say I'll have a favourite, but what I would prefer would be working in economy. Do you know why? Because the service, I wouldn't say the service is bad, but the service is so straightforward in terms of, and the flights are so quick that you don't have time for, let's get napkin, tablecloth, you know, glass, ice. Like, it's just a lot when you're on your own as well. Like, it's very much is quick. You know what's in your trolley. You set everything up probably before the flight, sometimes during the flight, whatever, and you just go boom, 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 crisp popcorn, shortbread biscuit. What drink would you like? Bang, dosh, boom, there. That's why I liked it, because it was quick and it was rapid. Sometimes like my CSMs, they'll be like, oh, do you want to do like club, like business? And I'm like, no thanks. Especially when it's busy, no thanks. Like, because I sometimes, when it's busy and it's full, I would help, and trust, we're full at the front and we'll fall down the back. I would help my CSM first before I start doing my own. And it's just, the service is so much more, it's much more tailored, it's much more luxurious. You've got to take your time, etc. And it's so time consuming that I'm happy down the back. Just boom, 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 boom. I'm giving you the best service, bit of banter, a bit of jokes, give you what you want, and Bob's your unk. So I like economy. Maybe if I did long haul, it'd be different. But short haul, I was okay. I had another question. It said, how do I combat jet lag? I did only short haul, so the European flights was like literally just 1 hour ahead, 2 hours ahead max, maybe 3, but rare is only an hour or 2 hours ahead. So I didn't have jet lag at all. So I can't answer that question properly. These are the last 2 questions. It is, what was the interview process like? Okay, this question, I'm going to do a whole video about what is to expect, interview, after interview, etc, etc. But I would say my interview process, because it was a subsidiary and I was one of the last people to actually be interviewed at London City and not British Airways head office waterside. So it was very straightforward, it was very small. You go in, you do a group task. They want to see, like, you know, your GCSE results, your English, your maths. You'll have a one-to-one interview, and then that was it, pretty much. That was it. But me telling you that in detail is no good, because they don't do it no more. So, but I was at an interview with Gatwick when I left, actually, and I'll tell you that whole process. That is for another day, but I'll tell you a process about that, because I've experienced it. It is quite cutthroat. It's very cutthroat. It's not easy to get in, but I will let you know. Last question is, what is standby? Oh, you know what, I've forgotten all these acronyms and stuff because I haven't had a roster for over a year. A standby is, there's 2 standbys. There's airport standby and there's home standby. Standby is that you'll have like a block of time on your roster, and crewing could call you at any time for a flight. if you're at airport standby, you have to check in by 6 o'clock, and let's say it could be until 12 or 12:30 or 11 or whatever. And during that time, they can call you, and they can call you for a flight that is at 5 o'clock at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you just have to wait and do that flight. I know it's quite sad. And same as home standby. Home standby is so much longer. It's like 8 hours. It's not 10 hours. About 6 hours, 8 hours. I don't know, it's 5 hours. I forgot. Anyways, but it could be from 6 in the morning to about 1. And during that time, they can call you. But they'll have to give you like an hour and a half or 2 hours notice for that, because you need to be, they always say, like, I think in the interview process as well, like, you need to be about 90 minutes away from the airport. So they can give you a call and just tell you, like, we need you for they could call you at 12 o'clock and be like, we need you for a flight at 2 o'clock or 1:30. Would you be able to get there? And you can't say no, because it's in your it's on your roster, and if you don't pick up, you'll get in trouble. So make sure you always pick up the phone and do that, because that's that. They'll call back anyways. Don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong, they'll call you back, but don't get us wrong, like I'm part of the company, no. But they will call you back. So yes, I really hope that I answered some of your questions, and please like, subscribe, comment down below. Follow me on my Instagram, Rudy Darkwa. My Snapchat is RudyLD. I am using that a bit more than Insta Story at the moment. I'm trying to balance them both. But yeah, follow me on that. Like my Facebook page, when's the launch? And my Twitter as well, Rudy Darkwa. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.